Hello, and welcome to Best Picture Brain Rot, a podcast where three friends count down to the 100th Oscars by watching every Best Picture winner in order.
Follow along as we give ourselves cinematic brain damage, from the first winner, Wings, to whatever the Academy picks in 2028.
There are 90 weeks until the 100th Oscars, and today we are going to talk about You Can't Take It With You. Surprises, disappointments, hot takes, and plenty of brain rot.
We are your hosts, Adam,
Sarah,
And Drew.
Our 11th Academy Award winner is You Can't Take It With You. Capraganda is back with a vengeance, with another screwball romantic comedy. This time, the man is the rich one.
Finally!
Jimmy Stewart plays the son of a banker who becomes engaged to a woman from a quirky family whose house his father happens to be trying to foreclose on. Womp womp. It was based on a Pulitzer-winning stage play and would give Capra his third Oscar for Best Director. With some crazy characters. They're very quirky. They're very quirky in a millennial way.
The Fockers, right? That's what this is, right? It's dinner for schmucks, right?
Mr. Poppins would have a mustache on his finger and put it up to his nose. No, we wouldn't judge him.
This is great. We're going to save this for the brain rot, but there's a lot to dig into.
Okay.
Where I can get roasted as the token millennial in this room. But this quirky cast of characters is played by a potentially less quirky, or potentially just as quirky, cast of people. Would you like to tell us about it, Sarah?
Yes. So the director, Frank Capra. I am now officially a Capra whore.
You've gone past
Capricorn.
porn.
I'm Capricorn and I'm a Capra whore.
Ay.
Capra whores rise up. We all know about him. Italian immigrant, worked every random job possible, worked his way up to becoming like...
Mind listing him again?
He was a janitor. He was a musician at a brothel. Mm-hmm. He was a writer for gag scripts.
Shoe shiner.
Shoe shiner.
Series B coder.
Yeah.
Uber driver.
Yes. He had an OnlyFans.
Busboy.
Busboy.
Oh, no, he was a ditch digger.
He was a ditch digger.
Yeah.
That
He was in the
crazy.
trenches.
I was like, there was a crazy one in there, yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, we're moving on.
He also had a podcast.
I'm going to talk about Lionel Barrymore, who I keep wanting to call Lionel Richie. It is not Lionel Richie, it is Lionel Barrymore. He plays Martin Vanderhoff in this film. I would like to start off by saying I am very obsessed with Lionel Barrymore. I think he is a wonderful actor. We know him from The Grand Hotel. Lionel Barrymore was Hollywood acting royalty, the eldest of the Barrymore dynasty, alongside siblings Ethel and John. He became one of the era's most recognizable character actors. By the 1930s and 40s, he settled into a signature type, the grumpy, sharp-tongued older figure, often stubborn old dudes that are also very funny but very human, which, in my opinion, makes him very compelling to watch. He's good at playing men who complain. Right, Drew?
Oh, shut up.
Okay. He was constantly compared to his brother John, one of the biggest stars of the time, and their relationship got messy when Lionel married a woman John had previously been involved with. After breaking his hip...
Oh.
Let me finish. After breaking his hip and dealing with worsening arthritis, he was largely confined to a wheelchair, but instead of stepping back, studios adapted roles around him so he could keep working. Specifically, in this film, he's on a pair of crutches, which he really needed, so they adapted his character around that.
Oh.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, that's whole,some.
Yeah.
Interesting. I
just thought they
that
were
was
like,
part of the script.
Grandpa Crutchy.
Yeah. Lionel Barrymore also played Scrooge on the radio for nearly 20 years, basically becoming the definitive voice of the character.
For 20 years?
Yeah.
How much Scrooge content is there?
Well, at least once a year.
Just replay it.
Okay.
Also, he played Mr. Potter in It's a Wonderful Life, which is another movie we're going to be watching.
That's true. Well, it didn't win, but...
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We may talk about it. We may watch it just it's a very famous
Okay,
movie of
never
that
mind.
year.
Which movie? I missed this.
Wonderful
It's a
Life.
Wonderful Life. I've never seen it.
Next, we're going to talk about Edward Arnold, who plays Anthony P. Kirby. Edward Arnold was the blueprint for the classic Hollywood power player. Big presence, booming baritone, and a face that could sell both charm and corruption. I'm sorry, I love talking like this. He was born Gunther Schneider.
Oh, and he changed it?
Yeah. On New York's Lower East Side to German immigrants. By the time sound films hit, he found his lane. Blustering tycoons, crooked politicians, and larger-than-life authority figures. So just a guy who is running the system or quietly rigging it. He was a traditional leading man, but he didn't need to be. He was a dominant character actor who played, like I said, men who were wealthy, powerful, big egos, oftentimes ruthless. Instead of fighting his typecasting, he leaned into it. He got so in demand, he was sometimes shooting 2 movies at once, which everyone does that now.
Yeah,
it's like
normal.
Whatever. But like inflation,
I guess.
Person inflation. Now we're going to get to the good stuff. Donald Meek as Mr. Poppins. Donald Meek was one of classic Hollywood's most recognizable character actors. He was the ultimate little guy. Small, bald, soft-spoken, with a quivery voice. He became synonymous with anxious, overly polite, slightly frazzled men who always seemed to step behind the chaos around them. What makes him interesting is how much that wasn't who he actually was. He was born in Glasgow. He had a genuinely wild early life, touring as an acrobat, fighting in the Spanish-American War, getting wounded, surviving yellow fever, and even re-enlisting for World War I. So the guy Hollywood cast as timid and helpless had actually lived a much tougher life than most leading men. He specialized in nervous, easily flustered, put-upon types, the kind of guy who gets steamrolled by everyone else in the scene. But he basically became the industry's go-to for this panicky everyman. His screen persona was so specific that audiences immediately knew what kind of character they were getting the second he appeared, and they loved him for it. The reason he's bald is because he lost his hair from yellow fever, which ended up becoming part of his signature on-screen look. One could compare it to Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh my God.
Will, no! Don't come in here!
Sarah, keep...
Good joke. That was a good one.
He crammed about 100 plus films into about 15 years, sometimes appearing in about 20 movies in a single year. Studios loved him so much that the roles were sometimes written specifically for him, like Mr. Poppins in You Can't Take It With You. He originally had a Scottish accent, but lost it after years of touring and mimicking American speech. He is entombed in the Fairmount Mausoleum at Fairmount Cemetery in Denver, Colorado. He is located in Section 392, Tier BB.
Gravesite reveal.
Is Mr. Poppins BB girl?
He is so BB girl.
Okay.
He's so girly pop. Then we're going to talk about Jean Arthur as Alice Sycamore. She was one of the defining leading ladies of 1930s screwball comedy. She was a sharp, fast-talking comedic lead who specialized in independent working women. She had a very distinctive, slightly raspy, almost squeaky voice. That voice actually became her superpower in the sound era. She wasn't the typical glamorous Hollywood type. She felt real, modern, and slightly offbeat. Me. Which is why she stood out. She didn't start as a star. For years, she was stuck playing bland ingenues in low-budget films and almost quit Hollywood entirely before reinventing herself on Broadway and coming back sharper, funnier, and way more confident. James Stewart as Tony Kirby. James Stewart was the definition of the American everyman. Tall, thin, soft-spoken, with that unmistakable drawl that made him feel very unpolished in the best way. He didn't come from Hollywood polish either. He was raised in a small Pennsylvania town. He studied architecture at Princeton and only gradually found his way into acting through theater before heading west with his friend Henry Fonda.
Never heard of him.
By the late 1930s, he was still on the rise, and You Can't Take It With You is part of the run that helped define his screen identity, especially through his collaborations with director Frank Capra, where he became the face of the likable, morally grounded, regular guy. He tried to enlist in World War II and got rejected twice for being underweight, then still got in and ended up rising all the way to colonel, flying real combat missions. He came back from war noticeably changed. His later roles got darker, more cynical, and more psychologically complex.
Like Vertigo after then. I just rewatched that recently. He's a very, very dark character in that.
He's also known for being extremely private, famously turned on his sprinklers when tourists tried to picnic on his lawn. Which, like, who's
Picnic?
Who's
Yeah,
gonna picnic on your lawn?
I mean, there's
I'd shoot him.
There's driving by in the big pink Hollywood bus or whatever it is, but picnicking on the lawn is crazy.
No.
All right, folks, we're going to stop for lunch here. Everybody hop on out and...
Say hi to James.
Yeah.
Say hi to James.
We're going to pick up some lunch from Pache, and why don't we all stop here at Mr. Stewart's place?
No, they're getting the Glock.
Oh, my God. We don't dial 911.
I don't think Jimmy Stewart sounded like that.
No, and people in LA don't sound like that.
Getting into the slingshot business. That's the
Oh,
line.
there you
That's
go.
pretty good. He won Best Actor for the Philadelphia Story in 1940, which is
Yeah.
crazy because he's from there, which is basically like what LeBron did for the Cavaliers.
The Philadelphia airport has a really fun thing where it's like the little people mover things, like you just step on it and it moves you sort of thing. There's a long hallway in the international terminal, and it's, like Philadelphia in film, or like Philadelphia on film, and it's this like long hallway where they're just showing movie posters of like famous movies that were shot and set in Philadelphia, and it's like the Philadelphia Story, Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky Balboa, Creed, Creed 2, Creed 3, and then 6 M. Night Shyamalan movies.
But it all started with the Philadelphia.
Yeah, there are other ones I like, the Philadelphia
isn't that just the
Story,
Philadelphia
and
Story?
National Treasure is also on there, but it's funny. It makes me laugh every time.
I have one more character. Eddie Rochester Anderson plays Donald, who is the boyfriend, maybe husband, of the housemaid Reba. Eddie Rochester Anderson was a groundbreaking African-American comic actor, best known for his gravelly, unmistakable voice and sharp comedic timing. He came up through vaudeville and song and dance acts before moving into film and radio. But it was his voice, damaged from shouting as a kid, selling newspapers, that became his signature. He became the first African-American performer with a regular role on a nationwide radio show, which was a major breakthrough in entertainment. That's it. Oh, and that's a wrap on Casting Crow.
Thank you, Sarah. There's a big cast. There's a big cast in this movie. So, a lot of people.
Big old cast.
There's a big old cast.
They got a floating heads poster and everything.
Yeah. Now we can talk about the summary of this movie. Overall, it's a pretty simple plot. Honestly, feels a bit 80s in its simplicity.
It feels like a sitcom.
Yeah.
It's very sitcom-y. It's like one location and a bunch of wacky people.
They've got the whole set that just like the kitchen blends into the living room,
Yeah.
blends into the
Exactly.
front door.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
We
you've got a
s-
staircase that all the kooky people can run up and down.
Totally. We start though with the arrival of the character Mr. Kirby. He's a stockbroker. He arrives at his firm in New York City, and he's ready to create the largest monopoly in the world, creating munitions. Like literally, this is an arms dealer.
Yeah, this is what's his name? Eric Prince. He's creating Blackwater right now.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Booz Allen Hamilton.
Yeah, Palantir.
Yeah, literally.
1930s Palantir.
They were like, that's just my crazy little dad. He just needs a change of heart.
I thought he was just going to be a banker. I didn't think he was going to be a war profiteer.
Is that what he was?
Yeah.
yeah.
They were trying to. So, in order to become the largest monopoly in the world, he is buying up about 12 blocks of land in this city to build a gigantic munitions factory.
He's like trying to just buy up everything around his competitors so he can basically choke them out.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
I missed that nuance then. I thought he was...
Because
building
Ramsey
a
comes in
factory.
later.
But in order to do whatever it is his stated goal is, he needs every inch of property. Every inch. Including this one specific house that is holding out in this, what is kind of assumed to be a poor neighborhood. To me, it seems it's a neighborhood with a lot of renters. So most of the people who live there aren't actually the owners of the place. So the people who own the places have really readily given up what they're doing. But there is one house that is holding out. And so there's a whole kerfuffle about that. He calls his man on the street to say, hey, by any means necessary, we got to get this deal done with these Vanderhoffs is the name of the people who own the house. So his not secondhand man, but kind of the man on the ground is really trying to sweeten the deal. He started at $25,000. He's gone up to $50,000, which is a lot of money back then for a house. But they're just refusing to sell. More of a principal thing at this point. Mr. Vanderhoff shows up to the bank. He's a quirky guy. He explains like his living situation. It seems to be some sort of odd commune. I do want, I'm going to save this for later, but I want to get into the whole politics of this whole movie because it's deeply confusing to me.
Yeah.
Capra, I don't know what you were trying to say.
He's capitalizing.
But is he? I don't know.
Did you hear what I said?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I just don't know. I could not tell what the ethos of this movie was.
It's Frank Capitalism.
Capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess.
Where my capitalists at?
Yeah. Capitalists rise up. But he's living on a commune and he meets Mr. Poppins, who's just an underling at the bank. And he reads him to filth immediately. He's like, you don't want to be here. You don't want to be working here. I see you. You're a quirky guy just like me, aren't you?
You could say that to anyone working the front desk of anything.
Yeah, but Mr. Poppins, he matches his freak immediately. He's like, yeah, I got this weird-ass toy that I designed.
They use a very weird, like, older turn of phrase where instead of saying, like, I'm an inventor, they say, I make things up. Is what he describes.
So you're schizophrenic.
Yeah. It's like, so you do improv?
Right. Yeah. It's like, you're an actor, you're a writer? No.
They keep saying, they're like, that's Mr. Poppins. He makes things up.
Yeah. Instead, he made a weird Jack-in-the-Box with a rabbit head coming out of a
I would buy that in a second.
It was so cute.
If that was at Ralph's during Easter, I would buy that for all my friends.
I definitely had something very similar. Where it was like a little rabbit that came out of a plush hat, like a top hat. Mm-hmm. It's so cute.
Mm. Well, this is exactly up Grandpa Vanderhoff's alley. And he tells him, hey man, you always got a spot.
Yeah, that thing is weird. I love it.
Come on over and live with us.
It's so sus.
I think they make it clear that they're all related, don't they?
But they're not related.
Did they say something about Mr. Poppins being like his in-law or something like that?
Mr. Poppins is not related to any of them.
Mr. Poppins is not
They say
related.
something about Mr. Poppins. Which didn't make sense to me.
Oh, I missed that part.
I may have confused it, but
yeah, you're making things up.
He's Drew and he makes things up.
Yeah. We do go then to see the commune, and we're introduced to the most millennial-core character in the movie, this dancing daughter.
Oh, don't get me fucking started on this girl. She was so annoying.
I was worried that she was going to be the love interest.
Same. I was like, this can't be it.
I was like, I'm already exhausted by this. So we meet the dancing daughter. Very quirky, very twee. I was
twee?
not a fan.
She did a thing.
What's twee?
I did.
What the fuck is twee?
Twee is like
honestly, twee is that.
It's millennial
character.
Cutesiness is basically what it's like a sort of. Cutesy,
is it like Tumblr vibes?
A little bit. It's what it is. It's Alabama, Arkansas.
Oh
I
my
do
gosh.
love my mom and pop.
Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros or whatever.
That's twee. That whole song is twee.
Oh, home.
Jason
I am
Alexander.
Home is wherever I'm with you.
Oh.
Okay. So Sarah's not a fan of twee.
Yeah.
I'm learning what
twee is like bow ties and wearing a vest and going to swing
No,
class
twee,
with each other.
Twee is the mustache on the finger.
That
the
is pretty twee.
Mustache tattoo on the finger.
Yeah.
That is twee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah. Which is, I found out
It's
these
ukulele covers of rap songs.
She gets it.
You don't have to keep kicking me while I'm down.
Yeah. But this movie is proto-twee, I would argue.
A little. Maybe.
Which is, yeah, I found these characters to be utterly exhausting, to be honest.
I feel like it says a lot about you how whoever's watching this feels about the characters in this movie.
100%.
Not in a good or bad way, just in a way.
100%. A lot of the reviews seeing this is, I love the family. I thought they were so fun. I thought they were so quirky. And I think those are the majority of the positive ones. So I think you are very much onto something.
Yes. But this movie to me is just a movie about a type B family.
There's the dancing girl. There's firework man.
Their dad.
Their dad.
Yeah.
All he does is live in the basement and make fireworks.
He really was an absent father. I'm like, he's a bad dad.
100%. There's their mom who just writes all day, every day.
I thought that was their grandma.
That was their mom.
That's the matron.
The grandma died. That was the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why the place is falling apart.
Yeah. I did love the gag with the home sweet home sign.
I
that
was
kept
going to say
falling.
that. I love that.
That was funny.
Oh, home.
Yes, I
Home,
am
sweet home.
Home is where
All right. Who else is in the house? Oh,
Sorry.
Dancing Girl's husband, who plays the marimba.
The xylophone.
Oh, God.
No, it's a marimba.
And he's like a football player, likes to
From
play
like
the
Alabama.
marimba.
The Alabama
Has some,
flag was
like-
everywhere.
Well, there was Alabama. For a second, I thought, are we in Alabama?
Same.
I don't know.
They kind of made it like an every city USA type thing.
I think it's in New York.
What was that instrument?
Yeah, it's New York. They're like working.
Oh, they're canonically in New York?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he is like on Wall Street.
Yeah.
What was that instrument called?
a marimba.
Marimba.
And he likes to play Polly Wolly Doodle on it.
Yeah, while his wife dances
And
terribly.
was it Chopin?
Terribly.
He plays like Chopin on it. Yeah.
Chopin.
Chopin.
And then the housemaid and her husband, I believe, maybe fiance.
It's not
Her man.
Yeah, her man.
her man.
I think that covers everybody in the house.
There's a couple of dudes in the basement.
Mr. Poppins is now in the house.
They do reference another daughter who she works for the bankers now. She's in a in a worse place.
Oh, like we never see her?
Yeah.
Yeah, you literally see her. She's the main character of this movie.
That one. I was like, there's a yeah. No, I know that one.
Yeah, Drew didn't retain much.
No. You said it like there was another character.
Yeah. It's in that scene, they allude to someone who we haven't met at this point. We have met, I neglected to mention, the character played by James Stewart. Is it James Stewart or Jimmy Stewart?
Jimmy Stewart.
I always said Jimmy.
Jimmy Stewart's the guy who wrote Margaritaville, isn't it?
That's
Jimmy
Jimmy
Buffett.
Buffett. Jimmy Stewart is what he is most commonly known as, but
Right.
his proper name is James Stewart.
There's another
Yeah, but
Jimmy
what did he
Stewart.
prefer?
I think I've always known it as Jimmy
I always
Stewart.
thought it was Jimmy, but now I've seen
Early Billings
James
probably-
more.
Early Billings probably said James, but he is. Everyone knows him as Jimmy Stewart.
Can we break out a Ouija board and ask him what he prefers to be called?
It's Jimmy Stewart.
Okay.
Do you know that because you're from Philadelphia?
I'm from Pennsylvania. We call him Jimmy Stewart.
Regardless, I have not introduced his character. He is the son of Mr. Kirby, both named Tony Kirby. I
Yeah.
think that's right. Yeah.
Tony Jr., TJ.
Yeah, TJ. But he works for the bank as a VP in a super inflated Nepo title that he clearly doesn't want anything to do with. He just, lets the checks roll in.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know.
Which he's
anything.
cognizant of. He's not like.
Yeah, that's true. But after we introduce the Quirk house, we cut back to the...
The Quirk house.
Yeah,
It's
the
like a
Quirk
halfway
house.
house.
I guess. It's a Quirk house. We cut back to the bank where Tony Jr., TJ, is risen up the secretary, the stenographer.
Yes.
Rather. I think there's a distinction there.
There is.
Yeah. And his mother catches them. And it's a whole scandal. She gets the vapors quite heavily.
She's a bitch.
Oh, she's like the
My
worst.
stars.
She might be one of the most villainous characters I've seen in these
Something
movies.
crawled up her ass and died there.
Yeah, no, 100%.
No stenographer's gonna marry my baby boy.
Right, yeah, exactly. I mean, immediately it's a scandal. And then Tony tells the stenographer, whose name is Alice Sycamore. I couldn't tell if they were named the Sycamores or the Vanderhoffs. That was very
I think the
confusing.
Vanderhoffs. I think maybe his daughter married a.
Oh, that would
Sycamore,
make sense.
it's
That would make
like,
sense.
yeah.
So yes, Alice Sycamore. For a second I thought she was going by an assumed name to distance herself from her family.
Alice Sycamore is Vanderhoff's granddaughter.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, that's probably why he wasn't able to connect immediately the dots to her being related to this family. He doesn't so much propose to her as tell her that they are engaged.
I hated that.
That was kind of weird.
It's like the thing where it's like, oh well, we already went and got our rings measured or whatever.
But this was different though.
I
This
know,
was
I
I
know.
already told my mom we're engaged. News to you.
Yeah.
That was
Which
weird.
again was a little weird.
I thought he was a great boyfriend fiance outside of that moment. After that, he proved himself, I think.
I would 100% disagree with you.
Okay, well, I'm a girl, so.
Here's the thing, Adam, that you don't understand. He's tall.
I honestly, okay, I saw him as honestly trying his best.
That it's
I genuinely believed he was really trying his best, and I really truly believed he loved Alice.
I agree with you for sure. I think the way he conducts himself later in the movie is something I probably would not have taken him back from.
Wait, what does he do?
We'll get to
He
that.
pulls a bunch of BS.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
when he invites his family over before.
Well, I mean that and the
We'll get to
There's
it.
a lot we'll get to.
Okay,
with
because I
that.
never got any bad vibes from him.
I didn't get at the beginning. I agree with you. I think that he is very genuine. I think he's
just flubbing it in like
Totally.
a hijinksy way. Like it's not like he's
Yeah.
a toxic man.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I totally
No,
totally
don't.
agree.
This is what I talked about. Ruins rom-coms. We're not doing that. We're not therapizing this man.
Type A avoidant
No, we're
personality.
not doing it. We're not doing it.
No, it is the opposite of that for sure. So he tells her, we are engaged, which she's okay with in principle. Nervousness about his parents accepting her into the family because she's a stenographer and they're about to be one of probably the wealthiest families in America and potentially the world, like at this point, kind of how they're portraying it in the movie. So the feeling of consternation from her is pretty reasonable, I would say. Next is the bank then sends some goons to convince Grandpa Vanderhoff to sell as he realizes what's happening. This is where he realizes that, the bank is buying up all of the property in his neighborhood from his neighbors who, again, are being evicted by their landlords who are selling. And he promises to them no amount of money will make me sell. Because for him, it's about the principle. He clearly doesn't care about money in any way.
And then Vin Diesel sits there and he goes, "It's all about family."
I don't get the reference.
Fast and the Furious.
I did the ride at Universal.
Yeah. That's
Well,
the whole That's the
The
whole
good news
franchise.
is we're going to talk about all 10 of them because they've been on a historical run of Best Picture.
You're not fooling me. You're not fooling me.
But one of them did.
Yeah. So, in order to win over their respective families, essentially, now that they are engaged, they make plans to essentially have each other for dinner. Guess who's coming to dinner?
They have each other for dinner?
Okay.
Oh.
Ew.
It was the 30s. The
He
Hays
said it.
Code.
He said it.
All right. That's not Hays approved
Whatever.
right now.
Sorry, Adam. I had to.
But they, TJ, Tony Jr., comes over to the Quirk house for family dinner. And he's like, there's something about these quirky individuals. My, oh my, I must have been missing something. my
Okay,
whole
Adam
life."
with the impression.
Yeah, wait.
I was feeling it. But I thought it was so funny how he acted in that scene. They're just doing all the stuff they've been doing before, blowing up fireworks, dancing poorly. They have their Russian dance instructor there.
The wrestler, the Russian wrestler
the
dance
Russian
instructor.
wrestler, who I found also similarly exhausting.
He was annoying, but I felt seen by him because he mentioned that hobbies need to be something that is What did he say? The perfect hobby should improve the body as well as the mind. The Romans were great people. Why? What was their hobby? Wrestling.
Well, that's why we do this podcast. Like we are doing push-ups while we do this podcast at all times because we are committed to improving our bodies as well as our minds.
We are improving our minds right now.
I'm maxing out my Robinhood account at the moment.
Anyway, just saying.
Because you can't take it with you, right? He's enamored with the Vanderhoffs and how courageous they are because in this scene, an IRS agent comes to the house to shake down the family. And this is never truly resolved. It's pretty ridiculous. He comes in, the IRS agent, and says, none of you have paid any income tax. And they're like, well, we haven't. You're right.
Yeah.
I was like, what
There's
are
a
you doing?
pretty it's one of those scenes. He's sitting next to Vanderhoff. He's sitting across from him, and they're kind of going back and forth about like, why don't you pay taxes? And he's like, well, why should I? It was exactly one of those scenes that you see like cut and pasted on like an Instagram account called like Liberal Tears. That you like get from your uncle, and it's like, this is why we need smaller government or whatever. And it's
Right.
like from an old movie with Lionel Barrymore.
But again, I couldn't figure out the ethos of this movie because it felt very leftist.
It is
to me.
It is way
Totally.
before the current like
Totally.
right left divide on
Yeah,
these
I
sorts
mean, you
of
can't
things.
you
And
can't like yeah.
this is still even like we're not even the New Deal isn't like is like barely in full swing
Right,
at this
right,
point.
right.
Like there's no the debate over big government, small government is like totally different back then.
Totally. Regardless, this specific scene has a very smug Sorkin-esque quality, even if the politics are probably a little bit different.
Yeah.
I just feel maybe it's less political and just more about like, oh, if you stop worrying about money, happiness will come to you, which not true.
Well, and at this time too, it's also like you're in the middle of the Great Depression, and for a lot of people on the lower classes, they're looking at this as like, well, what has the government done to help me? Why would I pay taxes? We've only just gone to war. We just went into a world war, etc. The government doesn't actually do anything. We don't have the same sort of we don't have safety nets and things like that established yet. So there's just not that.
Anyway, after Grandpa epically trolls and burns the tax man with his libertarian speech.
Yeah, exactly.
The IRS agent just leaves and that plot thread is done. He's like, well, I probably could honestly evict these people because none of them have paid income tax, but I'm just going to throw my hands up and leave.
Yeah. Well, he kind of gives up too because he realizes half of them don't even make enough to really warrant tax.
Right.
He asked the one guy, he's like, "How much do you owe in tax?" And it's like $85. It's like,
no, it was how much did you make this year? He said $85.
$85.
But again, Tony is enamored with how courageous he says the Vanderhoffs are, and he doesn't want to be a banker. That's his story. And him and Alice dance with street children in a park, continuing the twee aesthetic of this movie.
Just in a park at night with some rapscallion children playing the accordion.
The funny thing is the kids talked so differently from everybody else in this film. They're like, "Hey, what are you guys doing here in the park?" And it's like, no one's talking like that except you.
They're little street rats. They're local New York kids.
Yeah.
They're gabagool New York kids.
Yeah.
It threw me off.
But then after this, the chronology of this scene was interesting because they left one family dinner to go to another family dinner, it seemed.
You mean the fancier one? It's
fancier
I think the
one,
family just happened to be, I think there was a dinner, supper club sort of thing, and his family just happened to be there. It wasn't with the intention of we're going to go get dinner with them.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't realize that his family was eating there at the same time.
Oh, okay. I missed that. So he took her to the country club and didn't realize that his parents were there.
Yeah, the dinner. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which
leads to some hijinks. Because he's there with his poor-ass girlfriend, embarrassing everyone, including his family.
Well, there's the fun little, he walks over to the table, and they're all talking about their family tree.
Yeah.
And, and they go,
what's your family tree?
And he goes, well, a sycamore is a tree.
Right.
So dumb. I didn't even catch that.
That's so funny.
So dumb. Yeah, there's also a little gag where these street kids put essentially a kick me sign on the back of her dress.
That's why I was like, oh, it looks like a kick me sign.
Yeah, which I don't know he could just rip it off. It couldn't have been attached that hard.
It looked like they nailed it and hammered it to her back. It was like a wood plank.
They're walking backwards so no one sees it. It's just take it off.
No, literally.
But it's so quirky.
But she's so quirky. She's so tight. She doesn't care that there's a sign nailed to her back.
He can't take her anywhere.
No. Literally. Oh my God. Wow. I'm really learning about twee.
Yeah, exactly. So after this scene, they then want to have the Kirbys over to meet the Sycamores. So this is Tony saying, hey, come meet my fiance's family. Where then in the next scene, Tony with his parents show up to the Sycamore's house. They're deep in, some twee bullshit, doing a dance. They're just always dancing badly and playing the harmonica and whatever.
They're like, what day is it? Tuesday? Time to dance.
Yeah. And they all slide down the banister to get down the stairs.
Alice had to have gotten third-degree coochie burns from doing that. She had to have had holes in her underwear near her labia doing that all the time.
Do you guys know? Do you guys know any families that sing and dance all together?
No.
Oh, really? I do.
I knew one.
And you know what? I'm always a little bit jealous of them, but I'm also that could never be my family. Where it's like, whenever they're in the kitchen, like making dinner or whatever, it's like they'll all sing and like they'll turn on the radio and be like, oh, we love this song. And everyone like dances.
That's exhausting to me.
I mean, my family
I
loved music, and we danced a lot to like Kool and the Gang.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's like,
you know, the twee might be coming from
Yeah.
inside the house. You know what they say? If there's 3 people and 2 of them aren't twee, you might need to look at
Who's the most twee of the 3 of us?
Well, clearly you just admitted to it.
your family would dance in the kitchen.
Listening to Kool and the Gang? That doesn't sound twee.
I don't know about you, but I just love old music.
My family was not like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you're like 31, you're 29, let's all pipe down.
Twee by association.
Yeah.
My generation.
Are you 31?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Jimmy or James Stewart was, I believe, 30 or 31 in this movie.
Okay, weird. I forgot to mention the dancing girl. Guess how old she was?
I have no idea.
15.
No way. What?
I'm serious.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
even weirder then. So Jean Arthur was 38. Yeah.
She was 38?
Yeah, cougar.
She looked great.
She did.
Like,
she did.
honestly.
Because I was wondering, I looked up their ages because now that I'm in my 30s, I like to look up what age people were when they were like big movie stars and get sad about it.
So
It's
relatable.
like, this is what Jimmy Stewart
literally.
looked like when he was 30. Womp womp.
No, literally same.
But yeah, ooh, weird. That's strange that she was 15.
Yeah, I know.
But again, the stodgy family, the Kirby's they're chilling in the Quirk house and they're stuffy. They got their arms crossed and I don't like this very much.
What's going on?
The quote that the Russian guy said is in direct, which I actually thought this part was kind of hilarious. The thing the Russian guy said about hobbies needing to improve your body and your mind was directly at Mrs. Kirby, who said she was into astrology.
Yeah,
and everyone
she's into spiritualism.
Spiritualism. Right.
Which we all know what that means.
Yes, but everyone in this house like laughs at her. And if those people are laughing at your hobby, like you have
You have a bad hobby.
You got a bad
even they will not stoop so low.
I think they would all laugh at us.
Yeah, true. We'd be like, yeah, we've got a podcast.
Yeah, they'd be like, yeah, okay.
No, their house would literally just have a podcast.
Yeah.
They'd have
It'd be
like
called the Quirk House.
The Quirk House.
They'd have like a early 2010s like video, like a vlog basically is what they would have been doing.
Totally. But anyway, they're stodgy. And the family is kind of toning it down a little bit to not scare them so much because they do know it's very important to Alice that they make a good impression on him. But, they're not being themselves. That's the whole issue with the movie. The Grandpa Vanderhoff and Mr. Kirby, Old Man Kirby, they have a conversation. I'm a little bit like you. I used to be like you.
Yeah. They
And
go
then-
band for band on their libertarianism.
Totally. Yeah.
Different sides of the same coin, though.
Yeah. He's like, I was rich like you, and one day I rode the elevator up, and I realized I wasn't having fun anymore. So I rode it back down. And so, in the middle of this conversation, we have the aforementioned coochie burn when Alice slides down the banister and announces herself and realizes that the Kirbys are there, and she's shocked because this is the wrong night.
They
of
thought
the
it was
dinner.
tomorrow.
They thought it was tomorrow, and everyone had been saying that in the scene, like, "Oh, we thought you were coming tomorrow. That's why we were dancing so quirkily."
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have done that, like, if you were coming. Is kind of the
They go,
implication.
quick, let's get dinner. And then they send a guy out for hot dogs.
Okay, that's
Right.
the one thing. That is literally the one thing Donald does in this movie. He is just Reba's boyfriend, and they send him out for hot dogs once.
And then he comes back with pickled pig's feet
Yeah,
instead.
he didn't even do it right.
Hey, we're out of hot dogs. I only had pickled pig feet. I don't hold that against him. But in that scene, as Alice is making dinner, Tony then admits to her that he brought his parents on the wrong night purposefully to ensure that they were able to see the family as they are.
I
It was
think
all part of the plan.
All
Alice. Don't you see?
that's really good. That's really good.
Thank you.
It was a bit of a red flag.
Yeah.
It was more of a, I'd say
That was a
yellow.
fast one.
That was like a yellow-orange, just kind of just like, you could have just communicated.
The intentions were good.
Exactly.
This is one I actually hold less against them than what happens at the end of the movie, in my opinion.
Totally.
The Russian guy also suplexes Mr. Kirby for no reason. Well, because again, it's related to the line that you said, like, the Romans did, like, wrestling.
Well,
And
he mentions like that. Yeah, was it Mr. Kirby says he was a wrestler? back
Yeah,
in the day.
yeah. And the Russian guy's like, well, let's wrestle. And then he just picks him up and just throws him on the ground.
Like WWE style.
Literally.
Yeah.
On like a probably
Undertaker
on an original hardwood floor
grabs a metal
too.
chair.
There's like a Family Guy style cutaway gag where he just doesn't get up.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to die in that moment.
Just a totally different movie.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah. What I think is so funny too is how disconnected was Mr. Kirby that he didn't realize that he was going to the neighborhood he was annexing and that this was
Yes!
it
Because
took
he
him a
just
long
looks at it on a map. He doesn't actually
I
go to that
guess
neighborhood.
I guess so. They didn't have Google Maps back then. It was harder
Yeah.
to understand that kind of
There's
thing.
no way that guy goes into that neighborhood.
So again, Mr. Kirby, he doesn't realize that he's there, but that's really neither here nor there. The cops crash this dinner because they're tailing the Alabama marimba husband character for whatever reason. I mean, it's all just intimidation tactics. And then as they are leaving, all of the fireworks go off in the basement and it just demolishes the entire block. I want to know what the pyro budget was on this movie because that scene was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, they just probably destroyed the whole house.
I'm curious if that was like one of the New York streets out on one of the lots here. I feel like it must have been.
Probably.
It was filmed in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
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 I'm curious which lot though. I've been on all the New Yorks out here.
All right.
Like, was this the Uptown Funk in New York Street? Was this the Seinfeld New York Street?
I guess we'll have to go check. But they arrest everybody for, disturbing the peace or something, whatever. Mrs. Kirby is put in a jail cell with a bunch of prostitutes.
Oh,
That was
it's a funny
amazing.
scene.
That was
Yeah. Funny
amazing.
scene.
The girl
Yeah.
tries to hook up with her, right? Or tries to.
No, I don't think
No,
that.
he's trying to be like, oh, you probably make some good money.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
No, she's just alleging like, oh, she it's more game recognized game
Yeah.
than
You're a society dame.
right.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
oh,
pretty
you're
good.
a high class prostitute.
Yeah.
That's where you got picked up.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny. Again, like the mother never grows though. Like she never gets to be a better character, which
Handful of these characters are just
They just don't grow.
totally.
total meet the Fockers. Like, hey, we got this comedian who can just do a funny voice,
Yeah. But and that actually leads into what happens with Mr. Kirby, because obviously all the men are in the jail cell with all the women are in the jail cell with the prostitute, all the men are in there with the common thieves or something. They're all waiting for night court, which is, I think it's
The
a
show?
CW show or something.
No, that is one of the courts
It's NBC.
in. No, that is
NBC.
one. That is one of the courts in Akatar. There is the spring court.
I don't think that's what they're waiting for.
There is the
Night
fall
court
court.
is a real thing
Yeah.
in real life.
It's in Akatar too.
Mr. Kirby is waiting to get dicked down by an elf.
He's ready for that wing
Fairy.
play. He wants the wing play.
Okay. We're not referencing Akatar yet. We'll get there eventually.
When it gets adapted and wins Best Picture.
Literally. Okay, so the men are all in a jail cell. Mr. Kirby has a conversation with Tony saying that he's like, well, you're going to come to your senses and not marry this poor girl. So I'm not really pressed about anything that's going on. And hearing all this, they have a confrontation. Grandpa Vanderhoff is like, well, you are a bad man.
Oh, more than that.
Yeah.
He says something to the effect of like, you're gonna die like alone and miserable, and no one. He says he really cuts deep.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, Kirby is not self-reflective at all in this scene.
No.
He just doubles down on being a huge asshole.
Yeah.
But I think that's the most realistic part of the film. I feel like a
I
guy
guess
like that
so.
would. I feel like it's very optimistic and honestly delusional to think that a guy like that would ever go,
This is also a little bit of a Capra staple. I
Well,
feel
that's what I'm
Totally.
saying.
It's like he
Totally.
does this in a bunch of his
But
movies.
Yeah, he's a very
Stuff.
optimistic
Even
director.
when in this scene he realizes a few things at once, that the Vanderhoffs are the house that he needs to complete his land grab, and that it was his goons who were following the family and causing all these issues, which led to getting everyone arrested. He was literally the architect of getting himself arrested, and at no point does he self-reflect on this. I don't know. That bothered me a little bit. They have a night court
They
scene.
don't want the movie to be over yet.
I guess that's true. That's a fair point.
We need a whole courtroom scene.
Yeah, there's.
Oh my
Yeah,
God! Wait,
Drew's
yeah, there's
favorite.
another courtroom.
Yeah, but
scene.
this is a quirky courtroom scene.
This is twee court.
It's
Yeah,
twee
twee
court.
court.
Twee court. Yeah. So they're in night court to get the family out of jail. The whole neighborhood is there for the Vanderhoffs because, of course, they are. Saw that their main family was arrested.
That whole neighborhood would not. They are all working.
Yeah.
No, literally.
They all go to court
Right.
to go support their neighbor. Like,
Yeah, it's the kind of thing where the Kirbys have 4 lawyers. They're like, you brought 4 lawyers?
Yeah,
Where'd
you
you
brought
bring
the
4
team.
lawyers, bro. This is a misdemeanor.
he brought Johnny Cochran,
Who is that?
Robert Kardashian.
If the glove does not
yeah,
fit,
yeah.
you must acquit Mr. Kirby. But it's the juxtaposition of, oh, this family has no friends in the audience, but they brought their 4 professional lawyers. But this family has the whole neighborhood in attendance.
Which, no. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies.
Period.
Just saying.
Nice.
That's your stance. But the ultimate thing in this scene is the Vanderhoffs are fined $100 for illegally making fireworks. Kirby tries to say, well, yeah, I'll pay that. I have way more money than that, obviously. He's like, I don't need your money. And then all of the poor people who live in the neighborhood give their hard-earned wages to,
Yeah, I don't want the rich man's money. I'd rather take it from all my poor friends.
Literally, no, actually though, what?
So, this is the part in the night court, especially, where I actually turn very much on Jimmy Stewart's character. I think what he
Who's Jimmy
does
Stewart? Oh.
is, I think what he does sucks in this, and I think it goes beyond.
I'm like
Because-
forgetting what he did.
So they have the chance, essentially, for the family, the Kirbys, to get out of trouble, to say, okay, well, why were you at this random family's house? Like, you're this super rich family. Why were you slumming it in this neighborhood? All he had to say was publicly, I'm going to marry their daughter, so we were there to meet their family. Not a really hard thing to say, in my opinion. I don't know why it was some big moral issue that he felt the need to not say that, but he had to get
I think it's a
bailed.
reputation thing. And
But that's so...
yeah.
I
It's
didn't
lame.
even.
Yeah, I think that's
That's bad.
that's
bad.
Again, like, I
That's
personally think, like, I would not come back from that because it's, yeah, there's a reputation thing, but, like, who cares? Your parents are,
gives a
like,
fuck?
assholes. That's my thing about it. He has shown throughout the whole rest of the movie that he actually didn't care about reputation, and then he does in this time
In the
when
moment
it
that
matters.
it matters.
Yeah, so that was my issue, I would
Okay,
say.
that is a
overall.
really good point.
Yeah, so I didn't like that part because all they had to say was they were there to meet the family. Instead, Grandpa Vanderhoff bails them out by saying, oh, they were there to buy the house, saving them face from being seen with these poor people, which is so, it's ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
And then this whole thing turns into a media frenzy because this rich family is in night court, of course. But they see kind of the blow up of the aftermath of this, where Alice rightfully calls Tony out by saying, hey, man, like, why couldn't you have said that? She publicly rejects him, runs off. They publish articles saying Cinderella rejects Prince Charming, which I
like,
thought was kind of funny.
It was
actually.
funny, but she's not Cinderella and he is not Prince Charming.
Yeah. You sure thought he was 2 minutes ago.
I know. Well, I didn't think he was Prince Charming. I thought he
Yeah,
was an
fair.
okay guy with good intentions.
Fair.
Clark Gable is Prince Charming.
True. A homophobic Prince Charming.
All right. I forgot about that.
But she flees the city after that. She just goes and, like, no
She
one
tweezed
can...
the city.
She goes to Connecticut.
They make it
Flees the
really
city.
dramatic. They make it really
Flees
dramatic.
the city.
I'm
Okay.
not the one. I'm just reading what was
She
on
went
the
to her
articles.
friend's place in the suburbs.
But in this, Grandpa then decides to sell, which I wasn't super clear on his motivation
didn't
for
get
why
that.
he did that.
Because she moved away and they wanted to move closer to her.
I think because it was.
Because now that
I think
she
it was
has this
additional
traumatic
saving face.
Well, now that she has this sort of like traumatic event attached to the home, she like they don't want her to feel like she can't be there, so they'd rather all go move where she. It's like if you can't be here, we're all going with you, sort of thing.
I disagree with
It's
that.
a little bit of a
Twee.
stretch. I don't know. I'm not saying I agree with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's like get over it, lady.
Yeah, he decides to sell, so the whole block has 10 days to vacate, and everyone's all in a fracas about it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'll just sell my house. What's that? Everyone else in the neighborhood has to leave now too.
Yeah.
Because it was literally like this is the one domino and everything falls.
Which I think is crazy. It's just like build around this house until it's such a horrible place for them to live that they have no choice but to move anyway.
Yeah. Have you seen like photos of that where it's like people's houses like there's always like
actually,
the one
yes, I
holdout
have.
in like
Yeah.
Florida and like a whole hotel will be built around
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right. Very stubborn people.
It's just
I
Up.
would do
It's
that.
the movie Up. is
Oh
what
yeah,
it's-
yeah, 100%, 100%.
Up. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
But yeah, so he's gotten what he wanted. The Kirbys have gotten what they wanted. There's a frantic board meeting for the merger, but Kirby is waffling. He's looking wistfully out the window. Like, where's Kirby? We can't find him. He's looking sad in the boardroom because Grandpa Vanderhoff gave him a harmonica. They have a whole conversation earlier about like Tony Jr. TJ's like, my dad used to play the harmonica, don't you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I didn't think you were cool. And he's like, well, I don't have time for the harmonica anymore. It's all just, I don't know. It's all very contrived to me. But he, there's a scene where he, like, the harmonica falls out of his pocket and
Oh,
scatters
please.
across
I was
the
like,
table.
please, save it. Save it.
And again, after not having any level of self-reflection, he finally decides to grow some level of conscience, which is really only spurred on by the fact that,
His son left.
yeah, Tony Jr. comes in and he's like, I can't work for you anymore. I don't want to do this.
Well, it's a little bit a double tap because first Ramsey comes in. Ramsey.
Oh my God, I forgot about
Like,
Ramsey.
I forgot this scene is actually
So Ramsey,
crazy.
his business competitor that he's
Yeah.
basically boxed out and like, he's basically iced him out and he's like, I've swallowed you. His business competitor comes in and like you don't really see his face. It's just like the shadow of him kind of.
You see him. You just see his
Okay.
back.
Okay. Yeah. You just see the back of him like at the other end of this long conference table and he like just again sort of like he chews him out.
Yeah, but then he's hacking, coughing, and then he collapses, and then he gets up and he walks out of the room, and then they come back 2 minutes later and say he died.
Honestly though, that happens in like every other episode of Succession. Is like,
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
That's just the normal. That's the stasis for that show. Is business competitor walks in like and just dies.
So Ramsey, like you said, the guy Kirby is usurping. He gives an ominous monologue and then suddenly dies, which is followed by, as we said, the 1-2 punch where Tony comes in. He decides to quit and tells his dad. After Mr. Kirby was telling his board of directors, who said, oh, who are we going to have be the president of this operation? We have this very qualified man who's been working with us for this time and would probably be good at this role. And Mr. Kirby's like, no, I'm going to put my son in charge. He wants it. Like, he'll be good at it. Even though, like, at many points during this movie, Jimmy Stewart's character is like, I'm really not good at my job. I don't know what I do. I just kind of get a paycheck.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I guess...
That's a great idea, but I think Jared Kushner should be in charge of the Middle East.
Right. So, and then it's super trite, in my opinion. Kirby does the exact same elevator scene as the grandpa. He rides the elevator up, opens the door, sees the boardroom about to have his triumphant moment, and he says, I'm not having fun anymore. And he rides the elevator down, and I assume, he goes to the Quirk house. And then he plays the harmonica with him.
They play Polly Wolly Doodle together.
God. But yeah, Tony Jr. comes to the house looking for Alice, who they say is gone, but she's just upstairs. Or no, he goes upstairs and then she comes
she's not
in.
there
yeah.
yet.
Oh no, she's not there yet. Okay. I just thought she was like gone from the state by then. It's like, oh, she's like around the corner.
Did she coochie burn down that time?
No, she came in through the front door.
Yeah,
Sorry,
she's
I
not
messed
there.
that one up. And then she accepts him, which again, I wouldn't have. I don't think he deserved it.
He'd have to really prove himself.
Yeah.
Well, he came back with the intention of like going to find her and do
guess
some
so.
whole
I
big
guess
grandiose speech, take me back sort of thing,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Which you never get. He's just like upstairs in the attic and then she goes up and finds him and
Yeah. And that's kind of it. And then the movie just sort of ends.
yeah, they all sing Polly Wolly Doodle.
I'm not saying Polly Wolly Doodle. Capitalism is defeated or strengthened.
Yeah.
Not really sure, to be honest.
Again, these are mid-depression politics.
It's a very fair point. So before we get into that is the movie though. That is You Can't Take It With You.
I feel like everyone's like, wait, what? You're listening like that to the movie?
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
It's a pretty sitcom-y plot. It's like very like the stakes are enough.
I said that first.
I'm doubling down on what you're saying.
Remember, give credit to women.
Okay, I'm just saying you were right in that it's a sitcom-y plot.
Adam,
and
don't cut it so he says it first.
Okay.
just in the sense that it's like if you're listening, it's like that's not the biggest stakes here.
Totally.
Like just enough. Mm-hmm. So it ends kind of like, and that's our new life.
We'll give our feelings on the movie. Before then, I'll give a little bit of Oscar history. This is a year without much major Oscar ceremony tea. There was a bit of edginess overall due to the state of the world. The tensions in Europe were really coming to a head, even if they hadn't fully burst yet. There were really few major stories, dramas, or otherwise that came out of the 11th Academy Awards. In my opinion, You Can't Take It With You won in a way that feels reminiscent of Coda winning in the wake of COVID, where the voters just maybe wanted a feel-good movie.
Yeah.
Just a feel-good movie in the face of a darker world. There was one interesting fact, though. 3 of the acting winners, lead actor Spencer Tracy, lead actress Bette Davis, and supporting actor Walter Brennan, all became 2-time winners.
Good for them.
Yeah.
All in the same
Yeah.
ceremony. Yeah.
Exactly. I got these people again. But You Can't Take It With You received Best Director. It was Capra's 3rd in 6 years. Also his final one. So weird fact, though, that I realized I want to call out. He was the president of the Academy from 1935 to 1939. So this was his last year as president, but he won 2 of those 3 awards during his tenure. It happened one night, like the year before he started in the role as president. He was also the host of the Oscars this year.
Okay.
Drew, do you want to do the and the award goes?
And the award goes to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just saying, it's all very sus when you look at it.
It's very sus.
I told this to Alexis, and she said, oh, this is like when Justin Timberlake hosted the Kids' Choice Awards in 2007, and he won Best Male Performing Artist that year. That's immediately what her mind went to.
That's funny.
But regardless, You Can't Take It With You. Director was the only other Oscar that the movie took home, outside of course, Outstanding Production. As with the last few years, there were 10 total nominees. There were a few that were notable, but covering the others first. There were The Adventures of Robin Hood, musical romance Alexander's Ragtime Band, medical drama The Citadel, romantic drama Four Daughters, and pilot drama Test Pilot, starring our friend Clark Gable as a drunk.
Was it just the movie Flight?
Yeah, kind of. But he was a test pilot, so lower stakes, I
Okay.
suppose.
Never seen it.
Yeah. Bette Davis won Best Actress for Jezebel, a Southern Gothic romance, and Spencer Tracy won Best Actor for Boys Town, about Father Flanagan, who founded the Boys Town outside of Omaha. This is a place for wayward boys to get their lives on track. So growing up in Omaha...
holes.
Yeah. Well, this is a big thing. Growing up in Omaha, I heard about Boys Town a lot. So
It's like a real thing.
No, it's a real thing.
Ah.
Like still a big deal now. So it was kind of cool for me to realize there was a movie made about it that, got legitimate Oscar love. This movie also starred future racist Mickey Rooney.
Oh my my god.
Drew gets it.
I know, I get it. He played
you
a
get it?
he played a Japanese man, didn't he?
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you seen Breakfast at Tiffany's?
No, but I've seen so many clips of him as Mickey.
It's
or
pretty
him
bad.
As,
Oh, good. I'm glad that joke hit.
Yeah, don't say, oh, Drew gets it. You don't know my story.
Yeah, that's true. I apologize. I apologize to all women everywhere for what I did.
Thank you. I know who Mickey Rooney is. Thank you.
But he was the main boy in this Boys Town movie that the main character needed to kind of get on track. Next is Pygmalion. This is a movie based on a play that recontextualizes a Greek myth. It's less remarkable in this year specifically, but it would be directly made into a major musical that we will devote an episode to eventually. That's My Fair Lady.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
This is like the original version of that.
I did not know that.
And lastly, there was a big milestone that was made. It's kind of cool. The French drama Grand Illusion, about prisoners of war escaping a prison in World War I. This was the first ever film not in the English language to be nominated for Best Picture.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Too bad I'm tired of watching World War I movies.
But this is
They
something...
didn't have anything else to talk
I know.
about back then.
It is...
Please,
There
they could have
wasn't-
talked about
They
the
didn't have
Romans,
World War II
the
movies
Greeks,
yet.
The Romans, the Greeks. There was plenty of wars. They talked about the freaking the mutiny on the Bounty people.
World War I, King Henry.
There were people before that. There were times before that. Talk about that.
But that's it for the Oscar history. Nothing like too crazy, I would say.
The names of these movies for this year sound so silly.
Yeah.
Like when you read them back.
What were they? Pygmalion.
Yeah, but that's
Boys-
the name of the
Boys
myth.
Town.
Boys Town.
They sound like things in
Jezebel.
They sound like things in like a John Mulaney set. You know how he always references like old movies and stuff?
Well, he probably is
Okay, so
referencing old
nobody knows
movies.
what I'm talking about.
No, go on.
John Mulaney, the man who left
I'm
his wife.
gonna Ramsey myself.
Okay. He didn't kill himself.
Oh wait, really?
No, he didn't walk into
just
the boardroom and like
I thought he jumped out a window.
unalive himself.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
He just was beat down by the competition. He's a shark who needs to keep swimming, and now that he can't swim, he's collapsed in the water.
He's not a shark. He's a grouper. Mr. Kirby's the shark.
Anyway, of all these movies, I have not seen any of them. This is my only movie I've ever seen from this year, 1938. But was this, with the context, all the information that we have in front of us, was this a deserved win?
Girl, I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
It feels like a weird year for
It feels like a
Whatever.
weird
To be
year for
honest.
film, yeah.
I will say, I didn't personally care for this movie, so I think they could have probably chosen something better. And it feels like they were just awarding Capra to award Capra. In my opinion.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say this felt very deserving to me, especially in the wake of something like It Happened One Night, which is actually transcendent.
Oh, 100%. I really, again, I wish I could see all these other movies, but watching this movie, I'm like, that's not a best picture to me.
Yeah, no, I felt the same way.
I mean, the screenplay was great. Like, I honestly thought, like, the dialogue was very unique. There was lots of...
Sarah loves twee.
Yeah.
Sarah, get on that twee grind. Perks of
you're
being a
gonna love
wallflower.
Five-
I've never seen Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that one.
Garden State.
Fault in Our
Ruby
Stars.
Sparks.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you're gonna have
You're
a
gonna
field
learn.
day.
I just like
You're
Mr.
secretly
Poppins.
10 years older and you don't even realize it.
Drew, what's your take on this? The legacy of this winning Best Picture.
It's like fine. Like I wasn't. It honestly, it's just one of those like, okay, cute little movie that comes on like Turner Classic Movies. If you turn it on and you're just sort of like, oh yeah, this one is Jimmy Stewart.
To bring all this together, when faced with the question of was this a deserved win, all of us say, kinda. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
It's one of those ones you go, oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
But the brain
I think
rot.
Coda was a great comparison.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
We're not mad. We're just
It's like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll check it out, I guess.
we'll see. But my brain rot is something I've been kind of alluding to a little bit, but I'd love to talk about the politics of this film.
Okay.
Because I found this deeply confusing. Was Frank Capra a libertarian? Or what?
I think a lot of
Drew,
people
Hold
were
on,
at this time.
I have this.
Yeah.
I talked about it I talked about it.
Well, I mean, I knew he was like an anti-communist who was selling
I
people
don't think
out. So
I don't think they had a libertarian party then, but
No.
like at this what?
Oh, sorry. No, I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You seemed
looked like you were whipping something
exasperated,
out.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was just processing my thoughts.
Okay. Yeah, I mean...
But yeah, I mean, obviously, like, Ayn Rand hadn't, written anything at this point, so...
I honestly don't think this is like a political movie. I don't think there's like any sort of political message in it.
Every movie is political, Sarah. All art is political. Okay?
I don't think, though, that's not... I will say, maybe
Okay.
I'm confusing it, but that's not the point I'm trying to make is not, like... I don't think it's a political movie. I'm just confused about the politics of the person who wrote this movie.
There are obvious politics within it. It is about wealth disparity.
Right.
And
like, is it pro-commune?
I didn't do a little history
I thought
section.
that was
No,
weird.
I honestly...
Is it anti-business?
No, I think we're overthinking it. I think it's pro-joy.
Yeah.
Genuinely. I think it really is just like...
That... See, you got twee locked down. That was the most twee thing you could have said.
But it's lionizing this quirky family who lives in a commune and almost like, I would say, like a communistic value little world that they live in. And this is coming from a man who we talked about as selling out perceived communists in the future. To me, that was like the biggest, like, I was confused about how did this guy sell out communist politics if he's writing this?
Again, I don't think the politics directly translate to a modern day, like, it's not like Hannity and Combs, like, division. Like, it's not like that stark, but I mean, I didn't do a history section here, but if I were to do one, you could talk a little bit about how, like, in the 1930s, wealth disparity, like, even though it's the Great Depression, it's like there are definitely plenty of people who are still living large, and wealth disparity was really the main issue of the Great Depression. And, the richest people at this time owned about like a third of the wealth, and it's like,
so it's anti that.
Yeah, well, it's just they're striking a tone that is very palpable at the time. If like, even some people in the upper classes were having to like scale back and on the elegance of their lives, and it's like kind of the American ethos at this time is sort of like, we got to be thankful for what we do get,
Totally.
No, I think it's have fun.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Have fun, be happy, have a hobby.
And also screw the government and screw big business.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is all very much, if you want to get into the politics of that is the ethos of the time. Whether Frank Capra is of this, train of thought, who knows?
Yeah.
It might align with his whole like bootstraps working his way up mentality. I don't know.
Right. All I'm saying is that Frank Capra would have loved Ron Paul.
I thought it was Rand Paul.
Rand is his son.
Rand is his son. Random.
Ew.
Yeah, we got the millennial.
No, wait, I got this.
Tweet.
Dirt face.
Taco.
Herpa derp is peanut butter jelly top.
Look, and I'm going to use this to segue into our final ratings because that is why I didn't like this movie. Overall,
it was two rar means I love you and dinosaur.
No, like the twee part, like literally from the beginning, like with the girl dancing, and I was just exhausted to be around these people, and I was like, I'm supposed to root for these people. I find them annoying. I'm not on the side of the big businessman munitions guy either, but oh my god, these people are irritating. So they're
not bad, they're just annoying.
Right.
Which, worst thing you can be is annoying.
Yeah, I don't want to be around annoying people. No. This is a bad read for me, but
No, I completely understand what you're saying.
No, and again, like the inconsistencies in the character, and it was so neat and obvious how it all turned out.
Yep.
Whereas there's an obviousness to something like It Happened One Night where they're going to get together, they're going to work things out, but that's fun about the journey. This one was just like, okay, well, and he's going to do the same elevator scene and he's going to look at the harmonica. And like that kind of thing feels obvious in a way that annoys me.
Same.
So for me, this is a 2-star movie. I didn't really care for it.
Okay, I also give it 2 stars.
I thought you liked it more.
What?
You guys spun a narrative that I was some twee whore. I liked Miss.
Now you don't like it. Now that we've done that.
That's not true.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
mean.
I just thought you liked the family more, and you liked Jimmy Stewart's character more than I did. I think that's what I was reading.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I enjoyed the movie.
That's fair.
Like, I loved Mr. Poppins and his bunny rabbit.
Yeah, like stuff like that.
That's
I was
it.
like, oh, she was feeling it. Okay.
No.
All right.
It was 2 stars. 1, because these people would also annoy me. I'm very type A. I'm very organized. I do not like clutter. I don't really love super loud noises. So I would love to be friends with these people individually. However, I would not live in this house. I also grew up in a very chaotic household. So that is not, that did not appeal to me.
But what if they played Kool and the Gang on the marimba?
Then absolutely. Yeah,
2 stars.
if they had Hanukkah and they were playing Kool and the Gang, that's my vibe. Yeah, I would say 2 stars. Again, it was just like obvious, like you said, and I was just like cringe. But Mr. Poppins was great.
I didn't love this movie, but I'm not like offended by it. I thought it was like, I think really I was like, okay, if I was there's maybe like a time and a place where this is the right mood for me, where it's like, it's comfy, it's cozy, it all figures itself out. So it's like, and there's also lots of adaptations of this because it is a stage play and everything. So I'd be curious maybe what that looks like. But honestly, 3 stars. It didn't offend me.
Oh.
Like, it's a good light 3. It didn't offend me, but like,
It's more than a 2.5, just a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got enough. It's got enough going on there. And like, dude, like, there are so many worse offenders we've seen already, you know, that like, at least in my opinion, where it's like, I don't ever need to see that again. Like I said, if this came on like Turner Classic Movies and I was sick one day, I'd be like, yeah, there's enough funny parts in this.
Twee.
I said if I'm sick.
Drew is never beating the twee allegations after this one.
No, the twee allegations. But yeah.
But that's it.
This whole episode is just us all pointing the finger at your tweet. No, your tweet.
Which is crazy.
Exactly.
None of us are willing to accept it.
You cast...
There's a little bit of twee in everyone.
A little bit of twee in everybody.
There's always a little bit of twee between a lot of us.
I think
I'll
that
put it that
sounded
way.
better in your head.
There's some wordplay there.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I wolf you.
Oh my god.
All right. We're done. We're done with this millennial stuff. Join us next week as we tackle our biggest and most important year yet. Because it's not only the year the history-making Gone with the Wind won Best Picture against one of the best film lineups of all time, but it's also the year where a certain Cavalcade superfan would take the major step in World War escalation by invading Poland. More on that when we talk next time.
Every time you introduce the movie, it's a complete surprise to me. I never know what movie it is, and then I just wait for you to announce it.